they had this other sunflower that had like 200 little sunflowers on it, on one stem. And there might be a little bit of manipulation, but the hybrids, they cross this with that and cross this with that. I don't understand the genetics and everything, but it's just like when people want to make they clone dogs, or they're trying to clone people.
We are here with Paul Gustovich. Welcome to the George Anton and Vitaliy Versace podcast. Mr. Versace, are you on the line?
He's probably sleeping.
Yeah.
He's a sleepyhead.
Sleeping.
Busy man needs to sleep. Me. How many hours you sleep a day?
We were talking about pumpkins. There is a festival of pumpkins. Paul Gustovich is an actor.
Fair. Yeah.
Where is it?
Canfield Fair.
Mm-hmm.
The city Canfield, I guess that was named by a guy named Canfield, but we call it Cornfield because you go there, you come out of Youngstown, out of the city, and the next thing you're out in the country. It's just so beautiful how some of these people kept their farms up. I mean, hundreds and hundreds of acres. These people are big time farm. The milking cows. Yeah, I might even go out there. You can have your hand try to milk a cow. I was on the Ferris wheel yesterday getting a nice picture because you're up so high. It was like you're in a drone.
Uh-huh.
I haven't been on a ride, but they got a new ride system. So the beautiful, a great big Ferris wheel. It was just, I was going to send you some pictures before, and I got in late last night. I go early in the
I actually
morning,
have a picture with you here. It says Anton raises $515,000 for Joni Abdu Center. From Business Journal is a picture with you with a green beard.
Yeah, I didn't get that. That guy took me. That was a Panera-thon. The guy that runs Panera, he does like a little bakery restaurant type of thing. The guy's just amazing. Mr. Cavelli, and he started the Panera-thon. It was for the cancer people, and it's only been 9 years, and they've already raised like $2 million.
Wow!
They had 11,000. They have the 10K run, the 5K. I do the 2-mile walk. I don't run anymore. But they had over 11,000 runners. The people come out, and I mean, it looks like the opening of the Olympic Games.
Mm-hmm.
And they just there's just so many businesses that donate so much, and it's such a positive thing. I like the Canfield Fair. It's kind of corny and everything, but it's all positive. You see the children out in their little strollers. You see older adults pushing their grandparents around in little wheelchairs. It just, a lot of people say they go there for the French fries or the elephant ears, but just to see people having a good time, no alcohol.
Uh-huh.
I like my beer, but it's just nice to, you're out there, and it's so hot, out there. The sun's so beautiful. I used to go get one of those straw cowboy hats, and it's in my little shade. That's my little thing there. And then, boy, I see some of those cowboy hats. I mean, you can get them for $5, $8, $10, but then some of the people have them, they're 22, 25, 30, and they look like they're regular cowboy hats. A lot of farmers, they wear the cowboy hats for the shades, but I see a lot of boots, and you think, well, I didn't think Youngstown was country, but Northeast Ohio, we have a cross-section of all kinds of great people. It's just, that's why, you've been out
Ohio,
to LA
it's a very important region in America in general.
Oh, and Ohio, people don't realize, Ohio's the heart of it all. It even looks like a heart. And, the Industrial Revolution, I'm going to history classes, but, we just, down south, I think that even the war, they couldn't industrialize like we did, but you had all the machines up here. Down south, it was, more just like it was back in the 1800s. Now we're in the 21st century. Agribusiness is taking over. A lot of these little mom and pop farmers, they just got bought out, and then some of the kids, they're moving out. They're going, they want to go to the big city. I was born in '52, and I've seen just the changing face of America. And there's another thing. America is, they say it's a melting pot of immigrants, but we're like a mosaic. If we were a melting pot, we'd be all one, you melt them down. But no, it's like a mosaic. You have the Italian, you have the Greeks, you have every culture, and we have the Greek festivals, we have the Italian festivals, we have the Afro-American festivals, and I tell you, you go there, and just the food alone, but get into their cultures. See, you learn cultures. You're a world traveler, and see, a lot of people, they live in Detroit, never move out. They live in Cleveland, never move out. And I say, go on a vacation. Go out of the country. See how the other part of the world lives. I mean, I've always, and you could read too, and in the blogs and stuff. Mm-hmm. See, the world has opened up so much that there's a lot of good, but you see the bad too. Back when I was a little kid back in the 60s, they didn't put a lot of stuff out. They didn't tell us what was going on. And I used to get upset about that. Mm-hmm. Even me and Vitaliy talked about that. Well, that's just the way, different countries operate different ways. I even tell some people in the United States, if you don't like Ohio, go check out Michigan or go check out Idaho. We got 50 states, and you know what? They're almost all so different. Pennsylvania, right next to Ohio, we have the coal mines and some steel mills, but then you get further to Harrisburg.
Yeah, that guy, the actor. He is from Pennsylvania. Who plays Sherlock Holmes? Did you ever see that movie Sherlock Holmes that I did?
Who's his name? What movie was that?
Sherlock Holmes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, sure. And is that Cumberbatch? He's the latest one? Or there's so many versions of
Sherlock
Holmes. I love it, and people, they get upset because some of the parts they're gonna have a woman play at this time or a black guy. Yeah, why not? Me and Vitaliy, we did the Jungle Book version, we did the Karate Kid version, we did the Home Alone version, and people go, well, you're doing a remake. No, independent people, you want to do your version. And sometimes we want to do some original stuff, but I enjoy doing the Jungle Book, and even the Taekwondo Kid, we just finished that up. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's some nice editing. I mean, and Vitaliy showed me a little rough cut, but I'm excited about the final process. Sometimes I like seeing like the dailies or so, but sometimes I can wait to be surprised. Uh-huh. And a lot of times it's hard while you're doing a shoot to take time to kind of, the director's looking at it, and sometimes if I'm there, I'll look at it, and then he goes, I'll play it again. I go, no, time's important, and sometimes when you're going real good and you take a break to fix the camera or something like that, it seems like 10 minutes and then it's an hour or something.
Yeah.
And truly, in movies, time is money. It's people understand if you're going to be shooting a morning scene, you've got to be there because the sun's coming up. And you're shooting a sunset. You've seen the sunset. It's going. Then all of a sudden it just drops real quick. Mm-hmm. So and then if you're waiting for rain or snow, I mean, me and Vitaliy talk about having a big budget where we can do the soundstage, we can make it look like it's raining and all that. But we just go out and you've been there. You remember? You were at the one. The Jungle Book down there in Mill Creek Park. Oh,
couple of days, yeah, man.
And then the kids too, they're real good, and all of a sudden everything just breaks loose, and you're in a daycare center all of a sudden. So I'm pretty good with the kids. Like I'm an animal wrangler and a children wrangler. The one time I couldn't be with Vitaliy, and they were doing the scene at the festival on the rides and the candy cotton.
I wish I was in a better mood, man. For me to make movies, I have to be in a good mood, And I was just going through tough times.
You're an artist. The passion has to be there.
Yeah.
When the passion.
Now I feel much better. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I miss you. I love you so much. And and when you after we filmed and you were going, I said, well, I hope to do more movies with you and stuff.
Yeah. And I had to travel to Europe, man. I had to go see my parents.
See, that's the thing.
Visit my family.
With me, well, yeah. See, that's why I'm still around. My family's still here. You can't believe with the 8 of us, how close we are to each, within 5 to 10 miles. We're
it's just close. Expensive, man, to buy the plane ticket. So
well, I know
you
plane
can't do that very often.
When I was younger, I got afford it, but now I'm sort of like on a fixed income, and so I don't. And I live by myself. Traveling by yourself is okay, but then I'd like to go with somebody. I don't know if we'll ever have a mate down the line, but then I got my dogs. But see, that movie, It's a Wonderful Life. Some people
you have
realize
3 dogs, man. That's a lot of dogs, dude.
Oh, but I want to put them in the movie. You can't believe how many movies. I said, well, put them in as I'll pay them to look like a wolf. But because somehow my life, kids and dogs kind of respond to me. I mean,
very good.
I could see just living in a log cabin out in the middle of nowhere and just living the old life like in the 1860s. Be a trapper, go fishing. And I mean,
they say actually that now they discover the cell phones and all these computer screens. They give you macular degeneration.
Well, we are too. I remember when I was little.
Hold on, let me pick up Versace on the line. Let me call you right back.
Yeah.
Hello?
What's up, man? What happened?
Well, I tried to switch, but it's not switching. So let me call you back and switch. Okay?
All right. Yeah.
Are you both on?
No. I'm here.
Huh? Okay, I call you again. This is I have to figure this one out.
You got me. I'm still here.
Yeah, you're here. Okay, I call you right back.
Morning.
Okay, man, stay on the line. Okay, add call. I cannot add call. Okay, now. Dude, this is...
Is Paul on the other line or no?
Right now, hold on. Exciting. We're getting back these both of these guys on the line.
Hello.
Okay, so are you both on the line?
I'm here.
Morning.
Morning.
So yeah, Paul Gustovich, he had a green beard at the festival.
That's good.
That was the Panera song. Remember last Sunday?
Nice. I got some before with the green beard, man.
Well, they got the Austin Town Review newspaper. Comes out every Wednesday. I guess I'm in there. I haven't seen it yet.
Nice.
I also have you in a picture here. You have it's winter time and you have a red hat.
Oh, that's the Buckeye Santa. That's when I do the plunge for Special Olympics. A lot of my charity things, I don't have the money to write out checks, but I'll do some fundraisers. Jump in the lake, rappelling off of buildings, the Duncan booths. It's I pick and choose the things I want to do, but I try to do something fun.
Right.
I don't want to get bored about sometimes things are boring to me, but just like I met some people at the fair and they were doing a fundraiser. I gave my number. I said Buckeye Santa will show up. I just look like Santa, but I have a lot of Buckeye stuff with me, and up here people love the Buckeyes, so he's quite the
People
character.
can Google it and find the picture of Paul Buckeye Santa.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Paul, for your age, man, you're doing a lot of things, man. I don't know if I would be able to climb up the building. How many stories was that building that you were...
I forget. It's the tallest building in Youngstown, though. That's why in Youngstown, I was at the Pine Tree. I did it there from Cleveland. It was like a 14-story building. But you're in a harness. I mean, I said I'd jump off without the harness. They said, well, we're going to put the harness on you just in case. I swear I could fly if I did jump. God's got my back. All I can say. I mean, you can be lucky in life. What's that?
To jump off without is suicidal.
No, I mean, I get one of those flying suits. You ever see those flying suits?
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you, I don't know how they practice, but that always intrigues me. And then I like the flying suit better than a parachute because when you pull that ripcord, how do you know the parachute's going to come out? I would want to pack the parachute myself to know there's a parachute in there. Yeah. So, but that's that bungee jumping and parachute diving. I don't. There's too many things that go wrong. But when you rappel, they have you in such a harness and everything. It's just like when we do stunts. You work with the big stunts. You're so safe and secure, and you just do what they tell you. Though, that's anything. I tell the kids, do what you're taught. Don't go out on your own. until you're ready.
Yeah. All right,
how's Vitaliy over there? He's fine. He's still sleeping.
Yeah, and they're still sleeping. It's holiday, man.
I know.
That they don't have to go to school.
Well, I was going to call you to come down for the Canfield Fair because it is awesome. Maybe next year, though. It's just it's a 6-day event, and it just, and you know the Canfield area, but I'm going back tonight. Yeah.
George, start the show. Start talking about some entertainment. What's the question? And you have some things going on.
Oh, the first on entertainment is just, you said just to mention, nothing else. So you don't want to talk about it until the premiere. The movie Taekwondo Kid coming out soon. When is this coming out?
In September this month. So we'll see. I don't have a date yet. I think we originally scheduled for the 20th of September. So we should. We have what, another 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Until the movie is gonna come out, so we'll see. We'll figure out something. But yeah, Paul did that one. Now we're gonna wrap up the Castaway. Paul is in it.
Yeah.
This is so yeah.
I can't wait to get a haircut. My hair is so crazy because of humidity, and I'm tempted, but no, on the beard. But it's okay. You know me. I
Castaway, I have the poster right here. So when is Castaway coming out?
Castaway is going to be, I think we scheduled October or November. I think I said on the show before, I think it was scheduled for, what was it, October 7th or 8th?
Something like that. Yeah, it's hard. I mean, Vitaliy's the one that comes up when we release because he knows when it's final done. Me, I just wait. But, and you know, nothing's written in stone. You want to get out there, and like you say, we've been working on some of these projects for maybe too long, like we say, but things happen. You know, and through this last summer, me and Vitaliy had a couple funerals, a couple things happen, and like, you know, you're traveling out of state sometimes. I mean, you don't expect that, but that's life. I call it life. That's life.
Yeah.
I would say sometimes life gets in the way of your life. Simple as that. You can quote me on that.
Yeah, man, I'm very kind of excited about this project. This is more for like 3-year-olds and up. So I have 2 good musicians who performed in this one. It's original music for Taekwondo Kid, and ending credits is for song from Sasha Kola.
Yeah, I like that. Very talented young woman. Yeah,
she's part of this project as well. I want to say special thank you to her. George does the editing and produced a little bit of this. Did some credits for it, titles. So yeah, so excited and can't wait to move on to next one, and just until we reach some bigger budget, so we don't have to.
Yeah.
So we can.
The poster looks really good.
Which one, Taekwondo?
Yeah.
No, that's neat. That's the first poster. I mean, it's okay, but that was the very first poster. I think we shot day 1, and we wanted something there for public. That needs to be upgraded, and we will update it this month. So I already talked with the art department to update that. So we'll update it, the Blu-ray copy and the poster for the film. So guys, check it out later on. Right now, Jungle Book is doing very well. Shockingly, man, thousands of people and hundreds of people just this month subscribe to Versace Entertainment's YouTube channel. Shockingly, but people subscribe. A lot of people subscribe. 100 people just in 1 month.
Yeah, it's a great movie. And I'm always, you know, I might promote myself, but I'm always telling people, listen, Versace Entertainment, go on there, you'll see me. That's all I need, Versace Entertainment. And then, you know, YouTube, the things, we're growing on this thing. Well, it's been 5-6 years now we've been together. And really, the last 3 years, we really aggressively being together partners. It just, I can't, and I got, you know, I'm going to thank you again, but I can't, you know, Vitaliy Versace is 95% responsible for my career. She's just amazing, and We work together so good, and it's such a joy. And even in this hot weather, we stop for a little break, a coffee or something. We laugh, and how many times do we say we wish live closer together? We wish George lived closer. I wish we all lived in the same street.
Exactly.
Maybe in 5 years we'll be out in L.A. and
because it's just teamwork.
That's what it takes. And George, we got to get you closer too. You're part of the team. I don't care where you're at and everything, but you belong with me and Vitaliy somewhere. I don't know if it's in the middle on the side, and you're just such a talented person. And
thank you, man. Well, I have to be close to my family, man, where my daughter is.
Well, yeah, but it all works out. But because you don't give up.
I can visit.
Yeah. You know how many people just quit and they give up?
Family is important. So hopefully, somehow we'll make enough money to keep our family somewhere in LA or somewhere closer to the movie industry and make a project. But a true, real filmmaker, real artist, whatever he is, if you send him to African desert, he will make movies. If you send him anywhere to Alaska, he still may find a way to make movies. So that's a true passion of an artist. No matter where you are, either in Ohio or Alaska or Africa or South America or whatever, you'll find a way to make a project because that's what your passion, that's what you're doing. You'll find the right people and you'll make it. So,
and Vitaliy, it's about the passion. You have to have the passion. You can't think economics. You can't. I mean, you need money to make movies, but you can't think I'm going to make so much money. It doesn't happen that way. When it does, it's like the icing on the cake. But we're filmmakers. We make film. I mean, it's just like a true artist. You draw what you want to draw, whether people look at art. You're an artist. You have to do your artwork. Just like I had a friend, he was a writer. I'm sorry.
Sure. I actually interrupted you, but George, how's the project?
The what?
The Ghost.
Huh?
The Ghost project, your project. How is that going?
Oh, that project. Funny you bring it up. I edited, man, and I have about 15 minutes done, but that's including the end credits. So basically, it's like it's 10 minutes of the movie.
Okay, that's good. Yeah.
No, but that's not enough. It's much more.
Of course. Yeah.
But
it's good, man. At least you're doing it. It's you're moving along. So you have a release date for that, or you don't have anything yet?
What release date, man?
What do you mean, what release date? Do you have an ending date when you're planning?
I put it on a screen right now. Is the title. The title actually is Notes from the Underground. There are goats in it. You know? Yeah. The goats. Like we spoke. But
I do. I like the goat idea.
Yeah.
Even though it was a ghost.
Yeah.
And then I also have for you guys in Premiere the picture of the goats coming from the underground in a movie in my front yard. So when you guys gonna take a look on YouTube to see this stream, when we talk about this one, you're gonna see a picture or screenshot from the movie when the monsters are coming from the underground and they are spitting something green. We're gonna find out later what that means.
Yeah, it sounds almost like Ghostbusters.
Because I was just sitting on a couch.
You could call it Goat Busters.
No, you already got a title because it's a good title.
Well, that'll be the second part. Yeah. Ghostbusters Part 2.
You see, I am also looking towards the sky when I'm acting in a movie because I hear these monsters coming from the underground, my character, and I come out. But they are in my imagination or they are real? I know they are in my imagination, but they are also real. Because the character that I play is a children's book writer. He writes books for children. And when he writes a book, every time a child reads the book, then the characters are coming back to life and they are hunting this guy's house.
That's great.
Yeah.
You ought to have them come out of the book, like when you turn one page and then they kind of step out of the book. That would be awesome. You could pull that off.
So question, man, why, if this character or this ghost are coming under the ground, why are you looking in the sky again? Because they are.
I wanna add some UFOs, special effects.
See?
In the next.
I think you should make like Sharknado, make the goats fly, man, and that's it.
The goats.
Yeah, the goats fly.
He thinks like me. See how he goes off on something? Remember, I wanted aliens to pop up one week and the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Well, I have now that you're speaking for the dinosaur, I have a screenshot on the screen for you guys from the movie. I have a dragon. You know that I wrote it in my character. I keep saying I because I'm playing the character.
No, that's cool. Yeah, there you go.
But the character, the children book writer, he wrote about the dragon. And now the dragon is so popular, the children are reading so much the books with the dragon. The character comes back alive and he lands on this guy's street in front of the house. And I have a screenshot for you guys to see the dragon landing actually on the street.
That's good.
And also in the story there is another character. I don't know if you guys are accustomed with the AR technology. It stands for augmented reality, where you can actually add characters in a real world. So I'm using that technology in this movie, and I have a military guy. He is armed with one of these Kalashnikov machine guns, and he is in my house. And I have a screenshot for you guys if you watch on YouTube, so you can see. This is from the movie. And he's protecting me because all these monsters that I created for the children, you know, because children, every time they read the book, they come alive. And this writer, this military guy is protecting the house.
Yeah, it's like a video game almost, man.
That's, I never thought, every time I see these video game commercials, I think it's a trailer for a movie. It's so amazing what they're doing.
Yeah.
I like what you're thinking, George, because this is for the gamers, the young kids that are gamers and stuff. You remember when the vampires and werewolves were big thing. But see, kids aren't like us. We had the werewolves or Frankenstein. These kids are, you know, what they're edgy with, whether it's the horror movies or the shoot 'em up, they just can't get enough of it. Just like these games, these I forget, you know, Grand Auto Theft and all this. I tell parents, I don't know if I'd want to play these games. I think it's a bad influence in a way, but you know, that's what kids do. You know, we had the BB guns and the cork guns and stuff, so kids are gonna be kids, and if it's something new, they want to have it. So remember those fidget things, those little spinner things?
Yeah.
I don't understand that. I see him playing with it. I said, what's that about? What's calming me down? Run around the block. I think the kids got to get more exercise.
Anymore. See, that's just
well, that's the kids. It's a phase and how long it goes. You know, the Cabbage Patch dolls, I don't know. That's why I like go to the fair. The elephant ears, the snow cones, the candy cotton, or cotton candy.
When I was a kid, man, and back in Russia, the thing was popular, which would be very good for us right now, but it was very popular. You buy a bubble gum, and when you open, there's a present for you inside the bubble gum. Would be the picture of Jean-Claude Van Damme or Terminator, and we would collect these pictures of this inside the bubble gum. And it was amazing promotion. Imagine as a filmmaker right now, I have my character from the movie or my Taekwondo kid inside the gum. And all these third world countries, they chewing this gum and they get excited because they see the moon. or they see the karate kid, taekwondo kid, or they
Well, yeah,
see
that's a great idea. I mean, that's neat.
No, but that
But
was in the 90s. That was very popular when I was a
well,
kid.
you know, I used to do the baseball cards and football card shows before I did wood carving, and then we were doing Beetle cards and Fred Flintstone
Where did
cards.
you buy the cards? Where did you buy the cards?
No, you could buy a pack. I mean, when I was little, they were like a nickel.
Cards, right?
Yeah, you get so many cards. Well, they quit doing the bubble gum, but they put stickers in or something.
Yeah, that was good.
But you know, just like the cereal, you buy the cereal and you got a little toy you put together. I think.
Yeah.
Well, the Happy Meal. McDonald's Happy Meal. That's
more Happy Meals. Yeah. I like that idea more than like going to the store and buying just cards. Like my
you know, that'd be nice.
San Antonio. Go to the store and buy this Pokemon cards. It's just paper. I don't understand that. When you buy a gum or you buy a meal and you get something for free is included, that's more special than just going to the store just to purchase that card or those baseball cards when you were a kid. So I like even cereal or the bubble gums, man. That's an interesting idea.
With the cards, usually you get maybe 7 or 8, but you could do maybe 3 or 5. Even if you just threw 3 cards in there. And then, you know, like you say, collect them all. You know, George,
I just want to reveal to you guys right now, because I didn't want to interrupt. In big premiere, is the shot, because I showed you the dragon landing. Now it's actually the shot of the dragon. He already landed on the street in front of my house, on a big street where the cars are normally driving. And he's blowing fire through the mouth towards me. I am in a shot. I am entering the shot. So this is a screenshot, but this is a video. So that is where the sorry about that, the soldier.
I heard the dragon right now. I heard
the dragon.
Where the soldier is protecting me. Okay, guys.
Yeah. Okay, guys.
And I want to show you now a picture of the soldier inside my house.
Okay. But did you hear the conversation
I did.
Having on your show, or you're concentrating on your film, on your dragon and ghost?
Well, I was waiting for you to finish. I heard the conversation.
So what do you have to say about that we were talking about there?
You're talking about the what?
What we were just talking about 5 minutes ago.
About the passion of the filmmaker to make a movie?
No, man. What are you talking? I talk about Jean-Claude Van Damme when we were kids and we had bubble gum, man, and you open and there's like a
that story. Okay, that I didn't really pay attention to. I had to go to the bathroom really quick.
And the dragon, man, on the ground. So pay attention. It's your show, man. What we're talking about.
Yeah.
We were talking something bad.
Yeah.
You're responsible for the show. You have to pay attention to every word, man. I mean, that we can watch on YouTube, man, video, man, later on. We are not live on video, so we cannot see whatever you put in there, whatever you adding.
Well, I thought that was an interesting premiere. That's all. Sorry I didn't pay attention to the bubblegum story, man. I mean, I understand, dude. I was a child the same. When I was going to school, there were the gypsies in front of the school, and I had always a coin to buy a bubblegum, and it had a surprise in it.
See? That's what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is that would be amazing for independent filmmaking like us, having a taekwondo kid inside the bubble gum and distribute it everywhere. That's promotion.
That's amazing. I never even thought. I don't know if anybody thought about that. You know, like a little pack of cards there. George, you have business cards made?
For you guys, what I'm interested to hear your opinion is, what do you think about the augmented reality? Because that's what I was excited to introduce you. You were asking me, how is the project going, the Ghosts from the Underground? It goes very good, Dostoevsky. You see my character, what is my character name in this film? Notes from the Underground.
George.
I don't know.
I think George.
Dostoevsky.
George the monkey. Yes.
Did you hear what I said?
Yes.
Dostoevsky.
Of course, because it's the whole title, man. I understand where you're going. I know you for over 10 years, man. You're taking this which was very popular, Note the Underground, written by Dostoevsky. So of course you're gonna beat Dostoevsky, dude. It's
course.
like me making Jungle Book. What's the character of Max? Mowgli.
And I also
Because I'm
have the,
making-
I also can do the accent, the Russian accent, which I'm doing it.
Okay, we'll hear it on the movie. I don't wanna. Don't spoil it right now.
Yeah, don't give it away.
Yeah,
You just
yeah.
sound like
Oh
me.
no,
You give away
nobody,
everything.
nobody's watching this podcast, guys.
No,
But
it
me,
doesn't
but,
matter.
but
Oh no, I'm on it now. You know what? You know, maybe when you and Vitaliy, but no, when I'm on it, they're listening. All my fans are out there, all 5 of them.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we do it because we love doing it.
But
And-
my only
and
my only
people-
worry about this project, guys, is just so I have to shoot more, and it's just about one character, and it's very hard to shoot new scenes.
Good.
You know.
Well, listen, George, that's what me and Vitaly's been doing with this Castaway movie. It's mostly me just. It's amazing. These 2 guys get their camera and their stuff, and we go.
We got a couple fishes, couple birds, and a couple.
Well, we had the one fish and the birds. I was looking for a turtle. George,
Don't give
what I want to say is, you guys have business cards, right?
Business
guys have
card? No, I
business
don't
card.
have any business card.
But you do. But see, I haven't decided what card I'm going to make because I have so many things. So I was thinking about doing like 4 or 5 different business cards. This kind of goes with Vitaliy said.
Paul, business cards are kind of dying out of.
Well, no, but I'm thinking this goes with what you're talking about, the bubblegum things, because I was going to make 5 different ones, and then when I hand them out on the thing, it'll say collect them all. You know,
Okay.
I mean, it's a way to get my name out there when people say, well, I have his business card, and then, you know, it's
Which
just
one
like
you got?
people like to collect things. Think about it. I mean,
Yeah.
Vitaliy, you know about people collecting certain things, whether it's T-shirts or caps or bubblegum wrappers. I don't know if you guys in your country, but in America, I always call it a poor man's artwork. You know, the baseball cards or different paintings or stuff. We like to decorate ourselves with knickknacks and stuff, things we can dust. I don't understand that. My aunt would always.
Paul, I see this would work with Miley Cyrus or Selena Gomez or Justin Bieber cards. Collect them all, but you know, your cards, my cards, nobody gives a crap about right now.
Well, you see, I'm saying, I'm not saying I'm the Prince of Northeast Ohio, but I'm really a big deal for this because through my life, the last 50 years, this has been where I've been working in all different things. And when people know I'm making a movie, just like I said, we had 50 people from my class we met together a few weeks ago. And my one friend, he was in a commercial too, and so they said, these 2 guys are in a commercial. And you just don't think that when you're going to school with somebody, and then I have a few people that were in movies and stuff too, and they go, how'd it happen? Because you saw an audition, and you open up the door and you went for it. I tell young kids, don't let anybody deny you. If you want, you knock on doors, you kick them in. If you want to go for something, you go for it. Anything's possible, you know.
Yeah, it's true.
I might have to come down to Florida to visit with you a while down in the future, but I don't know when and how. But
I go
If,
to Florida every year, Paul.
I know that, but I just picked up my passport stuff. I'm going to get that done this week, get my passport made. Like I say, it's little baby steps, but, you know, 2 years from now, I wasn't even thinking about leaving the country. But now, you know, Vitaliy, you know me. And I
Next
try and
month I'll
encourage
be
George, because
in Europe.
you can do all you want, but just sometimes the outside forces aren't going to let you go through with what you want to do at the time. But everything in its own time, like I say. So, and, you know, and George, you're a little younger, and I think, but just be patient. That's all I say. It just, we all want it. We all want it this weekend. We all want it just tomorrow. But, you know, that's life. Trust me.
Yeah, it takes patience.
Yeah, we'll win the Oscar. Not this time, next time.
Well, you know, we got, you know.
I just actually talked with, I have a couple friends who are on the board of the Emmy Awards, and this year is going to be the 50th, so it's very important to try to so we're going to submit some projects to this one because it's the 50th. So hopefully it's going to be some nomination or winning. Yep. It would be amazing to hold to own an Emmy.
Yeah. So I didn't know that it was a 50 years now.
Yeah.
You know, I want to mention I want to mention George and Sally too, fellow actors that passed away here. Sally was like maybe 50 something. George was up there in age, but truly a loss to me and Vitaliy and even the independent. But they were just.
Who are you talking about?
The two.
No, the lost
the
to
people.
two of the people. They are mentioned actually in the end of the movie in Taekwondo Kid.
Yeah. That was just a shock, especially Mary
and Mary Phillips.
Yeah, it's just when I found about Mary, that was sad. And then Geiger, he went. Yeah, but you know what? They went out on a good note, man. It's just that's why I tell people never give up until it's over because you have no idea what tomorrow can bring. And I'm such a positive guy. You guys know, or Vitaliy knows that. I just think life's wonderful. Just to breathe air. I mean, walk in a park. I mean, the simple things. I tell people it's the ordinary things you do for people, not the extraordinary things. Just be kind. It's simple.
Yeah, it's true, man. Just sun in the sky.
And see, what I like about artists, we have the passion. Some people after a while, their passion just kind of runs out of gas in a way.
We have passion, but we don't have the money. So hopefully we'll have the money and the passion one day.
Sometimes having too much money, you just throw it, and it's because money.
Too much. I'm saying just enough to make a project.
Well,
or two, or three, or four.
We feel like MacGyver sometimes. Yeah, we wish we had a better budget, but I enjoy the challenge.
I was amazed what I could reach with a very low budget because I have, what happened in a story. The writer wrote in a children's book about this military guy. He's one of the characters. Did you ever, guys, see the movie Toy Story?
Oh yeah, sure, yeah.
This is basically kind of like Toy Story. But only instead the writer he knows the characters are coming alive, but only he can see them, okay? And sometimes they come to alive. That's why this military guy that he created, he comes back to life and he shoots his house. Like a drive-by shooting.
I like this soldier. I was thinking having like samurai or warrior. But see, you have your own one. But I was thinking that's a great thing because what was that one about the Indian in the China closet or something? The little toys that come to life.
Yeah, but it's not real. You see, it's fantasy. So what is happening? Listen to this. This is not all. What is happening after he shoots? The writer makes friends with him, and he says, "Look, I have a job for you. This is a scene that I'm actually gonna shoot soon. I'm gonna bring the soldier in the backyard again and have a scene with him, like myself having a conversation with a soldier. And I'm gonna tell the soldier, look, not me, the character, because I'm writing this as we speak right now. Look, I have a job for you. Don't worry. You came back, so you like to protect with the guns, with the machine guns and stuff. Just protect my house, because all these monsters that I created for children in the children books, they're coming to hunt my life." And the soldier.
I like it. You talk about Toy Story, but when they did that movie with the monsters, with the big blue monster and the little green guy with the one eye.
Cartoon.
That's the same thing because they started coming out through the closet. But see, your house is sort of like in a. It's in a position where they can, it's sort of like that's the porthole. They can come through your house through the porthole.
Yeah. And he becomes my friend. The soldier becomes my friend, and he protects me from all these monsters that they keep coming.
This is, don't give too much away, because you sound like me. You want to whet the people's appetite and, give them a little teaser. But Vitaliy don't tell me. A lot of people don't tell me nothing because they know I'll just tell everybody I blab. I try not to, but.
Well, but this is the whole story. This is what it is. What, do you want to know the ending? Well, look, there is a bug. He came right into my front house and he started shooting stuff. And the soldier protecting me, the writer. So what do you want to know what is happening in the end?
No.
I tell you what's happening, because I shot, there is one scene, he's talking to the, that's why I wanted to ask you guys if you could accept to be in a movie, because I have couple of scenes that, you see, I'm in a house, but I have couple of conversations over the phone with my publisher, because they want me to finish a new book, you know? They say, hey, that's gonna be your character, Paul, if you accept this role. You're gonna be the publisher.
Sure.
And we're just gonna record the conversation. Yeah.
I'm like your agent, and I'm trying to get you to move on, but then you're stuck on this one project, and it's kind of haunting you. And then it's, like you say, is this in his head or is this real? Because you're going to play that. What's real and what isn't? Believe me, my mind, I go out there on a tangent sometimes, and then Vitaliy pulls me back into reality. But that's the beauty of being filmmakers. You make your film. I try not to step on Vitaliy's toe. We collaborate, but I'm trying to be better and just doing what he wants to do. But I guess we're like artistic differences sometimes, like the Beatles. But he's,
they're just couple of lines. It's not a lot. It's basically you saying, look, you have to finish.
He's gonna make a lot.
You have to finish this book. Because
George, you give me 2 lines, it'll be 2 paragraphs. So it is about editing. I know it's about editing.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to edit too much because I don't have time and I have a 9-to-5 job.
But me and Vitaliy's laughing about that because I think after a couple years, just do this thing and then I'll clean up in editing. But we're getting better at it. But I don't know. I wish I could turn it off sometimes, but this is what makes me me.
Yeah.
That's what makes George, and that's people that are. You have good a good core, good morals and scruples. Go with your gut.
Could you say this line? Could you say this line, Paul? Hey, you have to finish this book.
Right now?
Yeah.
It's being recorded anyway. If I go back in a show, I could probably pull it. But could you say?
Oh, you want to use this for the film, so make sure you do it like an act.
Oh, you want to do it now?
Yeah, we could do it. Yeah, we could do it so I can just pull the voice.
Later, we could do it private, if you want.
This is cool. This is okay. Like this, the voice is fine. The quality is good.
Yeah.
So we could just say so I play the children book writer, okay? And you play the publisher.
What's your name going to be in the?
My name is Dostoevsky.
What's the first name? That's his first name or last name?
That's it, Dostoevsky.
Mr. Dostoevsky.
Fyodor. My full name is Fyodor Dostoevsky, but forget about Fyodor. Just Dostoevsky.
When I call you first name basis, if I'm your, we're that close. When I call you.
Well, he's famous by Dostoevsky. So Fyodor.
Okay.
His first name is Fyodor, man. Fyodor, but I don't know.
Yeah.
The title of the book is Ghosts from the Underground, sir. And I'm gonna finish it by the end of the week. I promise. So go ahead.
Sure, I would love to do that. I would love to do,
Okay, so you see, you're a publisher and you're putting pressure on me. You say, look, dude, you are 3 months behind with this project. I have the opening. I have millions of children in the world ready to read your next book. You are the most famous book writer in America today. So if you don't finish this book, you will not get paid.
Yeah, I was like Vitaliy. I'd say all children all over the world are waiting for your book.
Yeah,
just
don't say America. Dostoevsky's not American writer.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
If it was.
So I'm gonna say again my line, okay? I promise you that I'm gonna finish. Don't forget. Don't forget that I'm behind more than 3 months with the project, with this children book. Sir, the title of the book is Goats from the Underground. And I'm gonna be finishing it, I promise, next week, by Saturday.
Okay, you have to. You're 3 months behind on this book. Children all over the world are waiting for this to come out. The publishers, they're ready to go, and we got to get this done in the next couple days. I mean, as soon as possible. I got faith in you, but I can't hold the people off much longer because they're clamoring for your new book. I mean, people wake up every morning and read your book. These kids, they read it and they reread them. They love you.
Trust me, nobody knows more than me. These characters are haunting my life every day. Just I had a bug right in front of my house. It was the last book for children I wrote.
Listen, if you don't have this book coming in quick, I'm going to be haunting you. Now, come on, you have to, you just have to get professional about this. And I think some of these people are just in your mind. You got to get back to being the writer. Think you could come through for me on this? I mean, I got faith in you, but
say Mr. Dostoevsky.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. I think I'm gonna end it. I have faith in you, but and then I'm gonna go with a voiceover. At least my publisher has faith in me, and I'm gonna finish this book.
Let him say one more word, Mr. Dostoevsky, because that's the most important thing in this.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. Go ahead. Just say this line, Paul. Just say, Mr. Dostoevsky, you want to get paid, don't you?
Okay.
Okay, and
Listen,
action.
Mr. Dostoevsky.
Oh, sorry, I spoke over you. And one more, and quiet, and...
Listen, Mr. Dostoevsky, you want to get a check. You want to get paid for this. You're not going to get no money. I want that done by tomorrow. Tomorrow at 5. No more 2 days. I've been patient, but I'm fending off the other people. And, I understand.
Let's try one more. Let's try one more.
Okay.
Well, not tomorrow, because I said already it's going to be next week. You tell me, look,
week.
You want to get paid? You want the money? If it's not done by next week, you're gonna be poor.
Yeah.
You're gonna be poor.
You got the rest of the week, and then it's got to be done by next week.
Okay, and action.
Listen, Mr. Dostoevsky.
Dostoevsky.
Listen, Mr. Dostoevsky.
Okay, let's write on a name. No rush. Take your time.
Yeah.
Dostoevsky.
Dostoevsky.
Sto. S-T-O. Sto. Dosto.
Say it again.
Dosto.
Let me tell him, man, because you confuse him. I mute my button when you guys do this, but I unmute it to tell him. Dostoevsky.
I'm messed up on the third.
Say Dostoevsky.
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 It's okay, because he can have American accent.
That's what I thought, man.
Yeah.
It's
okay. Just say, Mr. Dostoevsky, you want to get paid, don't you? But like you said, by Saturday, by the end of the week, better be by the end of the week, because otherwise you're gonna be poor. You're not gonna get any money. That's it, from the publishing house. And action.
Listen, Mr. Dostoevsky, you want to get paid, don't you? You said you're gonna have it done this week. Listen, I need it by next week. No, the publishers, everybody's on my back trying to get this done, and I said, listen, it's coming. I can't hold them off anymore. So you said end of this week, by next week. You want to get paid, it's got to be done by next week. I can't give you any more time.
Okay. That's it. That was perfect. Yeah.
That's
I'm not gonna even put the okay.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna end it with your line.
I gotta look his name up and get that thing. But see, I always was bad with I like some, maybe I'm too Americanized. I have a lot of friends, even some of my Italian friends, and I'm Italian too. I should know some of these Italian names, but
this is Russian, guys. So it's okay.
Well, the Russian. Well, I'm just saying, yeah.
Crazy filmmaking right here, what George is doing, man.
Well, no, I mean,
you're on a show, you record the voice for the film. He's doing
I love it.
many things at the same time.
So I have your permission to use your voice in this movie, Mr. Gusovic.
Yes, you do. You know that.
All right.
And I'll send you some 8x10s if you want to use my picture too. No, that's what the thing is. I'm willing, and even some of the stunts I've done for Vitaliy, I said, really? He goes, well, you're the one who say you still do your stunts. And I go, and whether it's jumping in the lake there, I think, the one time I'm climbing up on this tree, I'm thinking I'm going to fall. And one time, I just loved it. He was filming where I was jumping on this one thing, and he's laying on the ground. I says, I might fall. He says, okay, just don't fall on the camera. Fall on me, but don't fall on the camera. See, this is what filmmakers do. They're not, you get dirty, you get muddy, you rip your clothes just to get a shot. And maybe it's only for 2 seconds on the movie. See, and you're the same way, George. I work with you. It was so enjoyable. I mean, and trust me, someday down there we're all going to be living in a nice little, or we're going to be able to spend a month or so on a shoot out of the, who knows.
Hopefully, man.
I see great things for you two young guys. And like I say, as for the old guy coming along for the ride, it's been a great ride. And you guys, you can't do enough for me. I know you. It's just you see the love there. We like each other. That's important too. Have a happy set. What did Eric Roberts tell you, Vitaliy, back there in the happiest set ever worked on? And that's what it's about. You're having fun making movies, but you got to be professional, which I'm having a hard time doing sometimes. But
sorry, man. My phone just switched to the car. I start driving. So what did you say about Eric Roberts?
Well, he said it was a happy set. He never worked on a happier set. And see, that's how it should be. All sets should be happy. I think I might have had one movie where it was a little rough. It was, I don't want to go into that, but
I think you're talking about what's her name? Tom Cruise's wife. She said that. No, you confused.
Oh no, she said that. But when he was, what Eric was talking about you on there, he just said it was he loved working on with your set. But Katie Holmes.
Katie Holmes said that. Yeah, Tom Cruise's wife said in Cleveland here. She said she never worked on whatever you said. But Eric said I'm the number one favorite director he worked with, and I said to him that this is the best friendliest set I worked with.
That's and you really that's what the role of a director. He's bigger than a coach because you have to when you're working with different personalities and different tempers. I don't know if I ever direct, but I know it's way down the line. I would like to, but in no hurry on that. I like what I'm doing in the films, and I love acting.
You have to understand, man. A lot of actors don't understand. A lot of people. The director actually sacrificed. He could put himself on camera, but he actually is behind the camera making the actor payments. So what he does, he invests his time and put in your face, and nobody knows is the director. And then when you watch every movie, like when you go to watch Superman or all these big films that are in theater right now playing, nobody knows how the director even looks. Nobody even knows their name, nothing. But everybody knows the actor. So a lot of actors don't realize that a director is making an actor famous, but he's not. He's just not many people appreciate the director. The actor gets famous.
I've worked for you. A lot of young actors I love. I mean, there are just so many nice young talent around here, and people don't realize that. When there's movies being made today, a couple of movies are in Youngstown. People don't realize this is. I don't want to say little Hollywood, but we got filmmakers all over the country. Like you say, it doesn't matter where you're making a movie. You're making a movie. You're a filmmaker.
Well, first makes Superman and Warner Brothers. So
and
many other things. Too many to list there.
That's why I like Cleveland. It's got a history in the entertainment world, and people, a lot of people were, started here. Halle Berry. Right, she was named after the Halle Berry, but she was born in Cleveland. And that's Ed O'Neill from Youngstown. He was Married with Children. He's in Modern Family. Actually, he tried out for Pittsburgh.
What's that guy? What's that guy that was born in Steubenville, not far from you?
Dean Martin. Dean Martin, yeah. Terry Como was right around North Lima, the singers back in the Torch Singers and stuff. So. And even the term rock and roll was coined by a disc jockey in Cleveland. I forget. I should know his name. Sorry out there for trivia people, but that's why and then we got the Cleveland Browns and the Cleveland Indians too. I mean,
yeah, man,
it's great. Well, about
Alright.
time to go, huh, George? End of your show. I'm looking at the clock
No,
up here.
I mean we can end it anytime, and that's the beauty of this.
Oh,
This is
okay.
not like
I don't know.
there is no limit,
Oh,
no schedule. It's not like someone is gonna take the.
I mean, Judge Judy isn't coming on after you, huh? She got the
Shit.
10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, not more Judge Judy. See, write a movie where I play a judge. I want to play a judge.
No, actually, after George, you start the Howard Stern show, man. This is
Oh, there you go.
Judge, yeah. Howard is waiting for George right now to finish so he can run his show on the network.
There you go.
I'm thinking I'm gonna have to shoot that scene, with when I have the phone conversation with you now, with the publisher.
I love it. I appreciate that. It's always nice to be people thinking of you to put a little. I tell you, the last couple projects I had people think we were thinking of you, and to me, you can't get a better compliment. And I tell people I'm comfortable here, Youngstown and Cleveland. I could probably make a career right here, but sure, I want to go up to the majors. I want to go and work with some famous people. I'm just hoping some famous people see me and they want to work with me. Why not? Hey, I see this new young kid coming up. What's he, 66? But that's what, you talk about energy. It's your energy level. It's not how old you are. It's how you perform, And, my bodies, I haven't been crippled like a lot of people. I don't have no major medical problems. I thank God for that, because one day I was talking to a lady. She was in the radio and everything. She had a stroke. She was in a wheelchair, and then they told me she was a younger. Her name was Mary. So I spent some time with her and her mother and stuff. Just beautiful people, not giving up.
We're bearing young people, man. I just hope God is going to give me at least 10 more years with you, 10, 15, 20.
Well, it's a grace of God, and that's why it says I don't know what his big plan is. I mean, he knows, but I know he wants us to be kind to each other. He wants us, less hate, more love. I mean, you love the universal love. Whether you want to like this person and have coffee with him, you don't have to. But like I say, just move on to your. I mean, me and Vitaliy, we meet people and they're new friends alike. And then when you want to be in a movie, we'll put you in a movie. And they look at us and it's for real. We're not. It's no Ponzi scheme or nothing. And you can almost tell somebody wants to act, and other people, they want to just be in a movie. Well, there's a difference. You got to act. Now, to be an extra, I tell people, get in a movie and be an extra. And if you like that, then maybe. But if you don't like being an extra, you're not an actor, because that's the first step.
Let me clear a little bit.
Yeah.
Paul is a good friend of mine, but he's almost all my films. He's the executive producer. So Paul is the one who normally sees people on the street or stores and telling them, you want to be in the movie? I'll put you in the movie. Just to be clear, I normally go to I do open calls and casting too. Actually, I don't. It's very, very rare, maybe twice in my life, that I saw somebody on the street and I said, hey, I think you have potential, you're beautiful, or you. But normally I try not to tell people. I don't even tell people that I direct produce.
But how did you guys meet?
Paul came to. He was in my movie, The Last Vampire on Earth. He saw on TV or on news. Where did you see that?
There was an ad in the Vindicator, and it was up at YSU. And I had to go up there to the Jones Hall because I was thinking about going back in school. And then that's when I saw they said, we're making a movie. Would you like to be an extra? And then I said, yeah, I got time. And it's funny, a lot of kids, it wasn't finals week or nothing, but they said, no, we don't want to be in a movie. And I said, see, maybe these kids at college were serious about their college thing. But I thought a lot of these young kids would want to be an extra in a movie, and it was, I don't know, you weren't filming it that long, there was it? It wasn't a long shoot. It was pretty quick.
No, it was. Actually, George was on the set. He was the cameraman back on the
Oh, yeah? Wow.
Yeah.
See, and then we didn't know we knew each other. Then you did Utoya. That was after I did the Avengers, and then I saw another ad, and I went there, and you recognized me, and I go,
that you didn't go to the premiere of the film because Michael Ball. We had 400 something people. Michael brought like 50 people to the premiere, and nobody even ever told you. I wish you.
Well, that's the thing. I don't want to say nothing about my agent, and I didn't have any. But I somebody could have made a call, and that was, that's like with me and you. We try to make a point of this. I mean, you know, when you're a producer and stuff, and that's part of your job to promote the movie and stuff. And then, you know, I mean, I can't talk for other people, and I don't want to say nothing out of my, because, you know, I can go on about people, but it's not nice. I like positive people. Hey, if you make a mistake, you get your toe stepped. If somebody steps on your toe, I'm sorry. I mean, it's not what you've done; it's what you do the next day. And you know, and like I say, we're so as human beings, we're so messed up in so many levels. So accept other people aren't perfect. Nobody's perfect. We all have our little flaws. And but you know, like I say, if you wrong somebody, be aware of it. I mean, and say you're sorry. And then if they don't want to accept your being sorry, well, that's on them. But I think everybody the next day, they wish they had a do-over. So that's nice about films. We always can make it better in editing. But you know, one branch I was on there last week, I thought it was going to break. Because you remember that wood was just, but it did work out. And when you see the scenes, some of the things. And you know, when I was running, you told me, and I said, I know what you wanted, so I kind of modified it, and I just thought that was beautiful, though. I mean, here's the thing, another thing about Vitaliy, he should get awards for just his photography. He's got the eye, you too, George, you know, you guys are really, that's important.
Something beautiful, it's never the same, and you capture one thing, it's like, that's it.
Well, you know, Dean Martin, Jackie Gleason, they would never do rehearsals. They want to do the first take because that's their best thing. And I try to do it because I know my first take's usually my best, unless I mess up the words. But the second one, I try to recreate it. But with me, just personal thing, I think my first, because it's sort of like when I played football. That first play, you got to hit this guy with your best you have. If you don't give him the best shot your first play, he's going to think he can. And so it's a confidence builder, I guess. You know, when you step up to the plate, I'm going to hit a home run. The way you strike in your mind, I'm going to hit this ball out of the park.
Yeah.
And that's the way I think about when they do a scene. I want to hit it out of the park on the first pitch. Now, sometimes it doesn't go, especially with the worst Christmas ever. How many bloopers did I get for him there? I just cracked, and I just fell apart.
You guys filmed the movie Worst Christmas Ever?
If we ever get it to the thing, it could be a cult classic, but
we are producers, and Paul is one of the actors, and he played the pharmacist in the movie, and he's the co-producer with me on the film.
Yeah,
it's still being edited right now.
And that's the director, I guess, is right, though. But me and Vitaliy tried, but, you know, I don't want to get into details on that because I like working with John. I mean, John, Josh, there's Travis Bowen. That's not, But I'm just saying, it's just so much
going on.
Everybody in this.
So you guys need like a movie studio help.
Well, you know what? Like Vitaliy said.
What was the question?
You guys need like a movie studio help. Investment.
What do you mean movie studio help?
Money. Money.
Well, Vitaliy, I know it's surprised. We looked around and we go, you know, we're getting some. We don't put a whole lot of money out for a lot. I mean, some incidentals, but I would like to have a bigger budget.
Making movies, it's an expensive endeavor.
But Vitaliy, Tom, you can do it. I mean, if somebody laid a bunch of money on there.
Listen, the worst Christmas ever. It's a different movie, man. The worst Christmas ever. The guy hired Red Cameras. He paid, I forgot how much, $1,000 per day for the camera operator. Who owns his own camera, Red Cameras, with all the equipment, with the video village and everything. They went big on the production equipment. They had lamps that are used in the movies in the 80s. One lamp is as big as my car. They had generators. It's a different production than I do normally. Even Josh. I work with some filmmakers who go crazy like this, and I work with some people who are like keep it as low as possible of
minimalistic.
Production. Exactly. So to me, I could do that. I work with Michael Bay, and we did all that. But I'm sorry, Michael Bay had $150 million. This guy had $9,000, and now he wants to invest another 80 in post-production or refilming or something.
See, that's...
So, I mean, this is, to me, reminds me of 2006 when I seen in my office in LA people arriving with the script and saying, "Hey, I want to rent $20 million," or they film 2 minutes of the film and they go excited and crazy. I tell these people, you gotta be prepared to lose it if you want to win.
Yeah. That's and just like I say with them, we're like MacGyver, and but some of the things, let's try this, and then after we see it on film, that worked. Okay, let's move on. And
well, here's the question. Here's an important question to all the listeners who want to be active producers or investors in the film. Look, Paul invested in over 10 films with Mike. He invested money. He invested a lot of. He helped a lot of production on a lot of.
Oh
films.
no, I meant. I mean, this is what you guys do. Of course, man.
Let me finish.
Yeah.
And you interrupted. I'm making a real point here. So Paul invested and Paul helped a lot. I mean, without Paul, probably half of them, maybe it would be, I would make them all, but not as good as they were, because Paul's finances that he invested literally in every project, he helped. But I never, in every film that he invested, I never promised Paul that he's gonna win, get rich, or get his money back. Or I'll never promise Paul that he's gonna he can retire tomorrow. This is an amazing film, and we filming. We go like fishing. We have no idea how much we can expect, how much success. Yeah. So that's what I do with my investors, and this is to the people who are here. You want to be an artist, you want to help an independent filmmaker, you jump in there. There is no guarantees you're going to make the money back. There's no guarantees that you're going to become rich. If you are, if we are, then we are thankful. But if not, we keep doing it.
Yeah.
But and I add, but here's the thing: we're making movies, though. So you're making movies.
Exactly.
And it's
And the other reason why I said that, because on Friday I got a message from one of my investors that both of you know the person. I'm not gonna name names or anything. And this is like kind of like I'm not mentioning names.
Yeah.
But I got an investor who I was trying to invest in Josh's movie or a couple other films, and I wanted to invest like $5,000 or something. So the request was back by I want this and this and this and this and this, and the demand was way too big. We cannot guarantee, and there was a question there about guaranteed and about all the stuff. I cannot guarantee people money back or something. So that's to be clear. I'm investing my time. If I get paid, Paul gets paid. If I don't get paid, Paul doesn't get paid. So
that's it.
Man, before talking about return, I mean, you guys know, for making a movie with just how I'm using augmented reality characters and shooting a movie in a house. I mean, it's like a joke. It's gonna be a funny film, to watch with monsters and about a guy writing a children book by the writer. It's a nice story, But in the end, nobody can guarantee any profits. Like, who's gonna watch this movie?
But
Plus,
then,
it's just a guy in a house.
About our Jungle Book, though. I mean, people are watching this daily. I mean, you look at the numbers; it surprises me. And it's even my nephew.
That's what's important, for us. That's what's important for us.
But how much did he make? Anything, man? He shows you on YouTube. Did he make any money?
I don't think so. I think that what's happening there is some music or something is blocked, and somebody else maybe is getting paid, but not me. So what happened is it's either something in there. I'm not sure what. I have to review because I didn't get a check from YouTube maybe in a year, maybe more than a year, 2 years, and this is it's not monetized there, man. I have to submit. You know how this works. I have to submit. Paperwork, proofs, and find them. And to me, I was just making the point when you ask about this question, I was making the point. It's not about that $10 or $5 that he's gonna make those views. To me, it's about this every person watching it, and the numbers are like the Deception had 14 million views. That was for me important, man. Even movie made money. I mean, you made some money on it, but that's not. I never made money on that movie, so people understand that. Because if I make money, look, I give to Green Apple Entertainment, I give to you something, I give to some people. So if I don't make money, I cannot pay money. Even if distributor makes money, but they write it off and they don't pay me, that doesn't mean I make money. So technically, the money is not the important thing. I mean, I know to you it's very important and it's number one for you. For me, man, George's money is not the priority here, man. For me, I spend money, waste money, and spend money in it, and hopefully people are gonna watch it. That's what we're doing. I mean, hopefully we're gonna make money.
I like to make the point too. My nephew, he's 30. He has two sons. They're like 4 or 3 and 1. But he said when we go to watch a Jungle Book, they said we want to watch Uncle Paul's version. And they just like it. And it's not because Uncle Paul's playing the bear. They like Max. They like the other. And we want to appeal to young kids. We want to do the Walt Disney stuff. And it's working for us. I mean, and that's why when I started helping along, I mean, with the kids, I think Vitaliy, he likes having me around. I'm like a children wrangler, and I don't know why, but maybe because I never had kids and I'm still a big kid. You remember after Jungle Book, you guys are all taking a break. The adults, where's Paul? I'm sitting in the middle of a circle, all these little kids. They're like the Pied Piper sometimes. When I brought the bananas, they're all having bananas, and then I had to go pick up the banana peels out of the park.
Yeah, I know, man. I wish I was in a better situation, because for me at that time I was really looking, man, what am I doing here? I had to go to Romania.
Well, no, you know, and you know what? I wish you could say, but you know what? You're on your personal journey, and believe me, you're in our lives.
Yeah, I was looking. Okay, if we're doing this project, it's gonna bring any money.
Miles away, that's nothing. At least you're in this, but trust me, you got to do what you got to do for family.
You guys were all fun. It was great. It was great fun.
But yeah, believe me, we'll work over the phone, but there'll be a time we're going to be in a proximity where we're going to get together for coffee and then go to this park or go over here. And like I said, if we all live long enough. But
for me, I'm telling you straight up, making this movie, it's art, but it's basically not. I'm doing this because this is my job. I'm a film director. This is my job. I went to school for it. So I have to do. I'm giving it a shot, but I'm actually taking the project very seriously. It's based on Notes from the Underground by Fyodor Dostoevsky. It's a big work of art, and I'm just selecting pieces from it and combining with this writer. And I really hope he's gonna make $1,000. This movie or something.
But here's the thing, just like Vitaliy says,
I'm not just making it just for to shoot the movie.
Well, no, it's a project.
It's a lot of time consuming just for editing this 10 minutes. It's a lot of time consuming. I worked yesterday all day.
Well, I remember when I used to. Your concentration is finances, man. So you're talking numbers.
Yeah, for me this is an investment. The time that I'm putting into
your money is important, man.
The time is my time. The time that I put into this movie, maybe it's gonna make $100 back, 200, 1,000, something to pay me for my time.
Well, here's the thing.
My goal is, man, looking in the wrong. Everything I said earlier about us investing and all this making is, and one day when we reach 50 movies, me, Paul, and maybe you are in some George or whatever, when we reach this 50 movies or 100, or I become like Roger Corman, one day maybe it's going to say some guy who's going to like one of the films from all of them, and say, why does this guy make $5,000, $10,000, $15,000, $50,000 movies, man? And he does actually every movie from beginning to end. He actually finishes. So why not me giving him $500,000 or $1 million? Let him do something else, man. So that's, to me, it's a long-run investment, and you're going to get somebody's attention no matter what when you make so much movies. Even they are shitty, but at least I'm not waiting.
You complete it,
Yeah, I'm not waiting for some rich guy to come and knock on my door, man. It might never happen, because I'll keep telling my people in LA who would come to my office with the script, and they still It's been even in Cleveland office. I had a guy coming, Kevin Glacier. He worked on The Last Vampire as a Priest, man. And he came to my office with the script, and I said, okay, let's raise $20,000 to make this movie. He said, no, I want $20 million, and I'll find $20 million. And it's been now, 2009, so it's been 9 years, man. Kevin is still unemployed, still looking for, how do you call that, $20 million. The script is still on he had 300 pages script, shot in Paris, he's got crazy locations, and then nothing happened. And there's like a million of people like that, millions of people waiting with the script at home. At least I'm not doing that. At least I'm making it as much as the best I can, and I keep doing it, man. And one day maybe it's gonna happen, maybe it's not gonna happen, but at least I have to look back, like you said about the show. This is memories. To me, every movie, man. I look at the vampire movie. It's like a family, man, reunion. If I get every actor, I look at Utopia Island. It's like a family reunion. I look at Deception, those supermodels, Beverly Hills. It's like memories, like a man. Every movie, it was like a family to me.
Well, the actors are family members, but then the movie is our little baby. It's our little children.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it, and so we're proud of them. And if you look at all the movies, they're great movies. Sure, they're not big time and all that, but it's a good story. I mean, like I say, Jungle Book, Taekwondo Kid, and even I'm excited about finishing up Castaway. Like I say, Vitaliy, tell me if I'm wrong. Each movie we do, it gets better and better. That's why I like to jump in. Yeah, and we haven't hawked anything. We haven't had to hawk anything yet. So but you got to spend a little. Those. Oh, we need another $20 to put this in there. We need some balloons. And people, you need to start out, but then there's a little $20 here, $50 there, $100 there. But we have so many people.
Island there, blood and this, and you wore a nice watch and everything, drops and twists and guns and jackets and everything was. It cost a little bit of drop money on their investment, man. And I had on that film actually, I had the lady who gave me, I think, $6,000 investment in that project just on the first day of filming, just to start filming. And then I think it went a little bit farther than that. I think it went up $10,000. But
it's
still worth it.
Yeah,
it's still worth it, man.
It's when I watch that too, I forget how good it is because I don't watch the movies too much on my phone. It burns my power up. But then I do like that. That movie, I appreciate your hard work on it. And you saw me. I walked to the SWAT guys, and you saw me actually. I walked to them, and I felt bad, and I actually shook their hand, thanked them for being on set, give them some gas money and stuff. And next day they never show up, so you had to do it. You had to do it for them, their job as well. And so I really appreciate for stepping in and doing and helping finish the project. Because it's funny how I think one of the first thing, I think it was maybe it was your toy, but I know Oliver, when I started helping you move the lights and all this, and you're just looking at me, and I says, how come nobody else helps you? And especially independent, when we're shut down for the day, start helping pack away. And I remember when I first met Vitaliy, he had a beard and everything, and I thought he was older. And then when the second movie, he was shaved, and he recognized me, and I said, he goes, don't you remember me? And I said, no. And really, he was, I think Terry was kind of directing me there at the time when I first came, because you were busy setting up the scene, of course. But and it's funny how he remembered me. And then I said, well, maybe I thought you were an older guy, but then with the beard and all, because he grows a beard like overnight, I swear. It'll take me 3 weeks to get something to look like I'm growing a beard. But
well, back then when you said that Terry was directing you guys, because
he was
normally he was setting up backgrounds.
That's what I mean.
I always go and shake everybody's hand.
Well, that's what I met him. I remember you shaking the hand, and I go, well, that was unique, because a lot of times you don't get that. And you know what? It was a smaller cast, but even with the Jungle Book, we had a little picnic after that one time. I think that was so cool. And and then I gotta say, we gotta get back to taking pictures like we did. Sometimes we're pressed for time. Oh, sometimes the storm's coming in, or this. you know, I mean, we could write a book on just the crazy things that happen making movies that you don't expect, you know. So, you know, I just have fun, and you know, if I can't see not making movies. I mean, I want to do movies till the day I die. And I told him I'd want to do 100 movies, and he says, "Oh, don't worry, you'll get well, good Lord willing." But my goal is to make 100 movies, and like, what do I have? I don't know how many movies. I have maybe 15 movies under my belt. The commercial, that was I got more play on the commercial because people saw it on TV for a while there, and he's doing commercials. He's big.
Let's let George talk a little bit.
Yeah.
His show, and let's wrap it up, George. I mean, it's been an hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah, I got to get out to the fair.
All right, Paul. Thank you so much for doing the voice for the movie Notes from the Underground. To let me use it, I appreciate that.
You're very welcome.
That's you know, because I don't have any money right now. This is not like to use it in perpetuity in the whole universe and all mediums in existence. And this movie is the first existentialist movie of the 20th century made based on Notes from the Underground, where George Anton, the actor and director, plays the character Dostoevsky, and Paul Gustovich plays the publisher who is pressuring the Dostoevsky to finish the book. And it's the first existentialist film because of the mix of the new augmented reality technology in a movie. And I want to thank you, both of you guys, Paul Gustovich, actor, famous actor, and Vitaliy Versace, Hollywood film producer and film director. Thank you for being on George Anton and Vitaliy Versace podcast.
You're very welcome. Thanks for asking.
Thank you, George. Thank you, George.
Okay, have a good day.
Have a wonderful day, guys.
Have a good day.
Okay, goodbye.
Bye-bye. All right, guys. Thank you as well. I want to say thank you for listening to the show, and God bless you guys. Have a nice holiday, and God bless America. God bless Donald Trump. Thank you, George, for the show, and I want to say thank you again to Paul and you and to all the independent filmmakers. So now we're gonna end up and let you go. Continue with whatever you have to do there to finish it up. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Okay, Vitaliy. See you, George. Bye.
See you tomorrow morning.